there is about 100 games in Roblox is the hunt, and it ends in 2 days. So with that in mind, let's go over the 5 hardest badges I've ever had to do in the hunt. And disclaimer, I haven't done all of them. Although I have done although the ones that I haven't done, I just took a look at the game. So I would have a pretty basic understanding. But these are my 5 hardest. So let's get started with number 1. So I think the hardest game here is Doors. Oh, while you might think that it's not the hardest game, I've seen a bunch of, if you're a new player, this is really challenging. And even if you're an OG player, this is still really challenging. As it kind of relies on what RNG you get, the entities, and you hope you don't lose your time, otherwise you're screwed. And there's also a lever putting you on constant pressure, and if that time runs out, you die. That's why you only have very limited time to look through doors. You just have to keep going. And this is why, because of its conditions, I rank it the hardest game here. Now let's get up with number 2, Steep Steps. And while you guys might have seen this coming, this game is it just literally takes its premise and makes a whole nother map. The problem is that some people could just be greedy and push their things up, while others actually might help you. Although, if you suck at the game, this game will just make you have a mental breakdown and suck the life out of you until you get it done. No, like literally, it took me like 2 hours just to do this badge. I lied even. I didn't even do it. It's that hard. That's what I mean. And with that, that's why I think it's number 2. Now let's move on to number 3. Piggy. And while this one is not more, it's hard, but it's also incredibly like time consuming because you're being chased by 3 monsters all with like a limited time period. It's kind of like Piggy. It's kind of like Piggy and Doors combined because it has the time period and it also has the monsters chasing you. And here's what the gameplay of it looks like. So you have about a timer, and you're being chased by 3 monsters, all while trying to fix this time machine. And that's why I rank it the 3rd hardest game, even though it's not technically hard, it's more time consuming. Let's move on to the next badge. Number 4, Football Fusion. And while this game, it's not, the hunt quest is not even hard at all. You just have to catch a ball, kinda, and just tackle someone. But here's the thing, though. The booger-eating iPad kids won't pass it to you because they are actually so dumb. And, like, they just pass it to incomplete. This took me so damn long when it's not even that hard. And I don't even think we're gonna get the touchdown in this situation. But here's the thing. There's 2 football games, and we're gonna compare that one in just a second. And let's add in the transition. So here's my prime example. There's actually like controls that you could see. It has actual colors. It'll tell you quarterback positions. I'll tell you what the quarterback is instead of actually like just YOLO. And there's also a line where you can't run. So this is just way better than Football Fusion. And on top of that, it's much easier. You just gotta play 1 quarter. Or 4 quarters actually. Or 1 game. And yeah, this game is much better. And it also has positions, so yeah. And number 5 is Survive the Killer. This took me around 25 minutes to do because these sometimes the killers can be chill, they can be bad, or they can be really sweaty. 9 times out of 10, it was sweaty people. And now if you don't know what it is, kind of just hold a map, wait, then someone gets picked as the killer, and then you gotta find, and then what you gotta find is that, see that little icon down there? And you have to find that. That's the core. And then when you find that, you have to survive 4 minutes, go to an exit, and then you win. I'll show you a prime example. Bruh. So the killer has left, but basically you want to get the core and go to there. So you want to hide from the killer, then you have to escape through one of the escape rooms. And yeah, that's all. So these were my 5 hardest things. Yeah, hope you have a wonderful day. Please comment, like, or subscribe. I love any of them. One of them would be grateful either way. You don't have to do all of them. And bye.